Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do the collective for today, Friday, January 31st, 2025. You may follow me on the book, the talk, the tube, the lemonade, the blue sky social, the fan base, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, fabulous. We love that for you. Whatever doesn't fit, just leave it on the table for someone else. We don't want you taking on energy that wasn't meant for you. We're going to use the Urban Crow Oracle. I just realized that I don't think I said the date in the last video. I did the tarot. Chili pepper upside down? I think it is. And it feels weird. It's weird. Yeah, I don't think I put the date in the last video because I'm using my old iPad and the whole thing just flubbed me. Anyway. I hope everybody had a great Friday. We got one on the table. 2 on the table. Isn't that adorable? Tell me that's not adorable. It's Mr. Bubs. I don't want him to wake up. When I'm done with this reading, I'm going to Meijer to get stuff to make chili in the crock pot for tomorrow and Sunday. I'm excited. I'm going to get macaroni and I'm going to get biscuits. Don't even get me started. Somebody was talking about chili today and I was like, chili? I was thinking about that the other day. I think I'm going to do turkey chili though. We got 4 on the table. 4 on the table. I sounded like Tiny Tim for a second there. Did anybody notice that? To me, I sounded like Tiny Tim. Does anybody know who Tiny Tim is? He plays like the little ukulele. Red hair, I think. Kind of looks a little feminine. We got 5 on the table. Anytime I think of Tiny Tim, I think of Weird Al. Because I think he spoofed him once. Which makes sense. Seven on the table. Okay, this kind of gives off like the last one we did, the last reading we did with the Crow deck. Like almost the same thing. getting a couple things here. Eight on the table. I kind of want to go to CJ's in Zion tomorrow morning and get donuts. But I know I shouldn't. I know I shouldn't. Oh. We got 9. Yeah. Okay, let's do one more shuffle. Sorry, I'm creaking my chair all over the place. 10. 11 with bottom of the deck. I'm going to set this over here on the sill on the box. All right, we've got warning. Sorry. This is friggin' iPad. I can't. We got memory. We got dominance. I'm so used to the other one. It's ridiculous. We've got soar. We've got resistance. Sacred space. Routine. Release. Nature. We got gifts. And we've got caching. Bottom of the deck. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. It doesn't matter. Okay, so here we go. I hope you can follow me on this. With the soar and the resistance card, someone is moving away from a memory, like a past situation, where there's some type of abuse with the dominance card. Okay, it could literally have been someone trying to dominate them, or it could, like, to me, it just gives abuse, like some kind of abuse. Whoever this person is, that they're either moving away from it or they have moved away from it. They're not giving anything to the situation. Like, this is a memory for them, like they're putting it in the past. This person is working on themselves, keeping to themselves, maybe hermiting even. This person's developed a routine for themselves, like they're living their life, but everybody eventually has, like routines and things like that. It definitely gives like that kind of vibe. Like someone getting into the swing of things. Like if this is someone that left a abusive relationship, or an abusive friend or friend group, it would be an adjustment, right? Because you would no longer have a person or persons in your life. So you would be changing up your routine. Now, the release card, the nature, the gifts, the caching. So whoever this person is, this is someone that's Bubbles. He must be having one doozy of a dream, let me tell you. If you heard that, I heard that. This is someone that has been hiding their gifts, their true nature. Take how that resonates, because it could be like psychic ability type gifts, or it could just be, like someone that knows how to write, someone that gives good speeches, someone that sings, someone that paints, whatever. It doesn't necessarily have to be intuitiveness, psychic ability, but it could be. Again, take how it resonates. This is someone that has hid this in the past with the release card, like they're letting it out. Like, this is me. This is who I am. I don't give a fuck what anybody else thinks. Like, I'm going to be me and do me, and it is what it is. The warning card. So here's where this other second part comes into this. Whoever this person or group, okay, situation, whatever you want to call it, that this person is running away from, okay, well, leaving behind, let's say. Whoever this dominant person or dominant group is, they're watching this person move and resist them, put them in the past, watching them get their act together with the sacred space and the routine, watching them come into their true self with the nature card, the gifts card, the cashing card, like they're not hiding anymore. Somebody is watching this person do this with the release card. Whoever this dominant person or dominant group is, they want this person to let go of their gifts, to let go of their true nature, or hide it. Like, the person wants to step out into the world and show people who they really are. Whoever this person is, this dominant person or this dominant group, they want them to take that shit back. Like, no, don't show the world who you are. Pretend to be someone you're not. Keep hiding. Don't let anything out into the open. Keep hiding. I'm not gonna lie, because this resonates with me. I'm not gonna lie. It resonates with me. This would be like my ex-best friend, like, calling me or texting me and being like, I don't want you to talk about me on your YouTube channel anymore. Okay. Like, I don't know what you want, no. Oh, no. Like, I don't use her name, you know. I don't give anybody her address. Sometimes I say the town she lives in, but whatever. Unless you know her and me, you're not going to know who it is. And that's not my problem. I'm allowed to talk about the things that have happened to me, the things that I've been involved in. You can't say that I can't, It gives off like that kind of vibe, like her calling me or texting me and being like, you can't talk about me. Like, I'm going to take you to court and sue you. Like, don't talk about what happened between us. Don't talk about our friendship. That's what this is. It like gives off the vibe of somebody, the vibe, the vibe of somebody, like, I mean, let's just be honest, shamed. Whether they actually feel the shame or not, like, they don't want anybody to know. Like, they don't want anybody to know that they're a giant turd, whoever this dominant energy is. And they don't want the public to see this person for who they really are. Because let's just be honest, like, again, if it was me and the ex-best friend, like, I'm talking about what happened to me, what happened between her and I. If her friends see that, if her family members see that, there's going to be a question. Now, don't get me wrong. I've said in the past that her family and her friends enable her. They do. They enable her. They overlook everything. They don't pay attention, or they see it and they okay, disregard. They enable her. That's how she's gotten to be as horrible a human being as she is. Because they don't give a shit. They let her act like that. Now, again, I haven't talked to her in over 2 years. She could have changed by now. I have no idea. I don't talk to her. But then, when I was in her life, she was enabled by family and friends. I was one of those people that enabled her. I would watch her say things and do things and throw little tantrums that no 42-year-old woman should ever throw, and I didn't say anything. This would be like her texting me or calling me and saying, yeah, I don't want you to talk about me, but I also don't want you to have a YouTube channel. I don't want you to read tarot. I don't want you to have a TikTok account anymore. Your TikTok went viral? No, you can't have a TikTok account. You talk about me on there. You did a documentary, and I'm the subject of like 3 or 4 episodes of that documentary. I don't want you talking about me. Like, none of your beeswax. None of your business. This is someone that absolutely does not have the right to interfere with someone's personal choices in their life, and they have the balls, they have the cojones, they have the audacity to think that they have any kind of say in what this person does or how they live their life. Absolutely the fuck not. Whoever this dominant energy was, abusive energy, and you lost that right when you became abusive. And I'm just going to be honest, like, in my opinion, like, I've had so much crazy shit happen to me. Raped 3 times, sexually assaulted 3 times, physically assaulted once, emotionally, mentally, verbally abused by a loved one my whole life. Like, I should be able to say their names. I'm just going to say it. Like, I should. Without fear of anything. And everybody's like, oh, well, they'll take you to court and say this, that, and the other. It's all hearsay anyway. It's all my opinion. It's all how I viewed the events that happened. That other person is going to have a different viewpoint, right? Because everybody does. I could be in the same situation with another person and have a totally different viewpoint on what happened. And this is just an example, but let's say, like, I'm in a school building, right? And I'm a student, and there's a fire, and there's 10 other people there. Typically, there'd be more, but whatever. We'll say there's 10 other people there. Everybody's going to have a different knowledge, memory of, like, when the fire started, when you heard the first fire alarm, like, did you see anything? Did anyone look suspicious? You know what I mean? Like, everybody's going to have a different story. You're talking about 10 different individuals in 10 different spots in the school when the fire breaks out. Everybody's going to have a different story. Well, I mean, a few might be similar, but I'm just saying, when it's 2 people against each other, it's it's he said, she said, right? Or he said, or she said, she said, There's no proof. There's nothing, When I say that my ex-best friend sexually assaulted me, I believe she sexually assaulted me. Would she look at that differently? Yeah, of course she would. She would say that I was a willing participant. And I would say I felt like I had to at the time. In my mind, the way I felt when those instances were happening, it felt like sexual assault. To me, that is sexual assault. She can say all day long that that's not what that was, but the way that I felt, those feelings are valid. She will never ever change my mind and make me look at it from a different perspective. Again, I have enough enough I don't know what you would call it, like common sense, to realize that she would be looking at it from a different perspective. But that in no way gives her any right to say that what I'm saying is not valid. Because if she were to tell me something else, she has that right to feel that way. She has every bit of right to feel that way. Again, would I agree with it? No, I would not. And I personally feel like when people are abused, when people are raped, sexually assaulted, physically assaulted, again, emotionally, mentally, verbally assaulted, that person has every right to feel that way. And to try and invalidate their feelings is just criminal to me. It's criminal. I have never, ever heard a story about a rape victim or someone that was abused physically, etc., and not believed them. Is it possible that they're lying? Of course it's possible. Anything is possible. But when people say that horrific things have happened to them, I'm going to believe them until you prove it otherwise. Because when someone is abused, like they've already been kicked down to the floor and made to feel like they're garbage, like they're trash. It is not for me to be like, oh, you're lying, and put them back down there. Just like if somebody were to tell me, oh, you're lying, that never happened, fuck you all day long, you know? Because you weren't there. And if you were there and you were on the other side, of course you're going to try and invalidate my feelings and the way I felt like it happened, because you don't want to admit to yourself that you did anything, you know? This person has absolutely no right to have any type of opinion on whether this person lives their life out loud or not. No right whatsoever. There's nothing. I know, I feel like I do this all the time. There's nothing. Where's the one card? I guess the influence. What is it? Did I already pass it? Communication. I know the communication card didn't come out, and I mean, I think for some of you it would vary if this resonates for you in any type of way. Um, I think the warning card came out for a reason, whether that's this dominant energy trying to contact this person that moved on, or it's just a warning like, hey, this bozo is watching you and feels like you shouldn't be who you are. And again, bozo, because again, that's nobody's business, in my opinion. Somebody's whistling out there. What are they doing? Hey, Bubby. I'm almost done here, baby. You don't need to get up. What are you doing? Okay, now I'm wondering if that's a person whistling or that's the wind, because it was kind of windy earlier. Right? Right? Hey, baby. Yeah. Okay, so this is I think this is the one last thing. So this memory card, whoever this person is that walked away, like they look at the memories and at this point, however long it's been, like they're just like, okay, whatever, like it happened. Like eventually I have to put it behind me and move on with my life. And whoever this dominant energy is, this is someone that's gonna squawk about it. Like this is someone that's gonna like talk about it. Like, oh, well, so and so, they stopped being friends with me. Oh, so and so, they broke up with me because they said I was abusive. Eventually, eventually, at some point, those people that are like that, when they consistently talk about it, like, oh, so and so left me because they said that I beat them, eventually people get tired of hearing it. Eventually people are like, okay, why do you keep talking about it if they left and you feel like that was only good for you because they lied about you being abusive? Why do you keep talking about it? It's one thing to be the abused and talk about it because you're putting it out there for other people to know, to encourage other people to speak their truth. Because the more you talk about it, the more it heals you. And that's my opinion. But when you're the abuser and you keep talking about it, like why? Why do you keep talking about it? Like wouldn't you want to hide it? Why would you keep bringing it up to like your family and your friends and whatever? Like, oh, so and so, they said that I was saying things that I shouldn't have said. Okay, why are you talking about it? Like if it doesn't matter, if you didn't do it, wouldn't you be the first one to let it go? Wouldn't it not even matter? Like, why would you need to keep talking about it? People that have had horrible things happen to them talk about it to work through it. And in my opinion, that's a lifelong thing. Like I just said, like, it helps me, it helps you. Like, I'm going to talk about it. I talk about stuff like that on my TikTok all the time. Some of them get views, some of them don't. I don't care. I talk about what I talk about because that's who I am. That's what I want. That's what I want to say. I'm going to speak the truth. If you don't like it, too fucking bad. But this is someone that like doesn't recognize what they've even done, but like they keep talking about it. For what? It just kind of makes you look like an idiot. It's my opinion. All right, now I'm done. I hope it resonated for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you found it entertaining. I hope everybody has a great night. It's the weekend. I'm so excited. I can't wait to lay around and do nothing and eat chili. All right. I'll talk to you later. Bye.